Nerdrotic.com.
There we go. Hang on. There we go. I'm doing it through StreamYard. We're on the road. We're doing it live. Welcome. That was weak as hell. Let's not do that again. Let's just pretend we got some really good applause right there. Welcome, everybody, to Friday Night Tights on the road in Orlando. We're all up in Orlando right now.
Yes. Yeah, we are.
He's really enjoying it.
Even Shad and ads are here.
Yeah. This is just a green screen.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah,
and he's
way too expensive to even do that joke. Done that before with Lego. It would do. Cock and balls.
Gary's holding his microphone.
Asma's here.
Gary's holding his microphone, and he's muted. We can't hear him now.
I'm muted?
There you are. Now you're not. Okay, you're good.
He might as well be.
Yeah, holding his microphone. He's going TikTok. He's going to be a TikTok.
Thank God we're only going 2 hours today, Mike. Everybody's audio's fucked up.
So
Everybody's like on a slight delay. This is going to be the worst fucking show we've ever had. My God.
Well, thanks.
That's it's a very high bar because we've had some bad fucking shows.
Yeah. I mean, it's going to be a short show. We could just talk about underrated, overrated, or the binge model versus weekly model. Get into Filoni again. That would kill 2 hours easy.
Bingeing, yes.
Let's fucking go. And if you really want to make it, if you really want to make it bad, we can get Shad talking about some AI. So
bring it up, baby. I'm ready for it. DLSS 5. You want to hear my thoughts on that?
Absolutely.
Actually, I'd love to.
It's biggest fan.
I'd love to see how you promote the destruction of artistic integrity from other creators.
Yeah, that's what it is. What a friggin' cunt.
Oh,
Get
damn.
out of here.
It took a high school student and made him 35.
It's like watching season 5 of Stranger Things.
It's like reading the Epstein files.
we almost got it started.
Yeah, so we're going to talk about Project Hail Mary. Spiderman Brand New Day trailer came out. We're going to talk about some MegaCon stuff, of course. Bob Iger is leaving again. We're going to talk about that, of course. Maybe a little bit of Doomsday stuff that's coming up. If I can talk about it, I'll find out within the next hour. Probably not, but I just decided to say it anyway when I shouldn't have. So, but I'd like to start out honoring a legend who passed today. We lost Chuck Norris,
the
legend. Walker, Texas Ranger. Heaven needed a bouncer. I was trying to think, what's bigger than a bouncer? Do they need security? I don't know. Maybe he's already an archangel, ready for the apocalypse.
Yeah,
they don't need 4 horsemen anymore. They just have one Chuck Norris. Is that it? Is that good enough?
Oh, there's
him and Michael are doing like buddy cop shit in heaven right now.
Yeah,
right. Missing in action. Just it sucks. I don't know. Do we have a cause of death yet?
I don't think we do.
So the reports were he got kind of rushed to the hospital for a medical emergency yesterday. The family did put out a statement, said, hey, we want to keep everything private, but just know that he was at peace and surrounded by family and stuff. So as far as I'm concerned, I don't really need anything else. 86 years old, man, that's a good long life. That's a lot longer than I'm going to live, or at least intend to. And yeah, dude's just a fucking badass, you know?
Yeah. Look.
Okay, 0 weeks without Ryan mentioning suicide.
Hang on. Chuck Norris does not die. He makes life surrender to him. All right.
Yes, true. Yes, absolutely.
Amen.
By the way,
many ways, death got Chuck Norris today.
That's right. No, Ryan already made that reference on Daily today, so we're already like
0 days. Yeah.
0 hours we're going right now.
But yeah, so obviously, yes, we got the reports yesterday that he was rushed to the hospital, and there was a lot of people reacting to that. And then we get the news early today that he passed away, and what a legendary career, but not just a legendary career, it's just like a legendary existence. You know what I mean? Like. This guy transcended legendary status in a lot of ways. And I think his legend will continue to live on for a long, long time. So greatness.
Well,
really.
When you got legends calling you the legend,
yep.
Something's got to give there. And yeah, just the way that people like Bruce Lee, etc., spoke about Chuck being number one.
Yep.
It's as simple as that. He was the most legit, and just seeing everything that he accomplished, and just the love from everyone. I mean, the guy seemed like a bloody awesome guy as well. It wasn't just what he did. He's a fucking amazing guy. In 86, great innings, as we say here. Great innings, but my God, we've lost something big today.
Yeah, I mean, there's just no negativity surrounding him. Like, he transcended any type of genre or fandom or anything like that. And I guess like if you want to talk about like a commercial hit, I feel like Walker Texas Rangers like his most commercial success, I think. And I think that's what most people kind of knew of him initially from. But yeah, it was so much more than just that. So awful. But 86 is a long ass life.
Yeah,
so.
That's like you say awful. It's like when you have people like this who have lived such like long and vibrant lives, you know what I mean? Like at 86 years old, I guarantee you the things he's able to do and get around and like take part in probably a lot more than most 86-year-olds. Of course, it's going to be sad when anybody goes, but that's a hell of a life, dude. It's not like some crazy tragedy where somebody, dies in a car accident at 46 and their life was cut short. This dude had a long life, a lot of impact, affected a lot of people, and, rest in peace for sure.
Yep. Well said.
Rest in peace, legend. And do I have to read an ad today?
We are very prepared. We are very prepared. We are very prepared.
Because we don't have Sunday?
Allow my lens flare to help.
Yeah, we'll have to do a mid-roll.
Oh, no.
What was that? No lens flare.
I said allow my lens flare to help you.
Yeah, there he is. See there?
You reminded me of Starfleet Academy.
High production value.
Always.
Oh, I wish it was over with it. It's not over for me. I don't want to get into it. You guys don't want to hear that story. All right, let's talk about Rumble Wallet. You don't. You really don't. You may have seen conversations happening online lately. Censorship is back. It's happening everywhere. Platforms are controlling narratives and pushing the stuff they want us to see. We need to fight back. Rumble is the only company that has stood the test of time and deserves our support. Only on one side, Rumble is challenging big tech censorship, but now on the other side, they have introduced something that will give us protection from the big banks. And we all know how important protection is, right, Ryan? Shutting us off. Banks can cancel our accounts and freeze our cards. So that's why they launched Rumble Wallet, a wallet that no one can cancel and a wallet that supporters can use instantly to tip creators like Geeks and Gamers without any middlemen taking cuts. With Rumble Wallet, you control your money, not a bank, not a government, not a tech company, not even Rumble can touch it. It's yours, only yours to protect your future and your family. You can buy and save digital assets like Bitcoin, Tether Gold, and now the new USAT Tether's US regulated stable coin in one place, one stable coin. Tether Gold is real gold on the blockchain with ownership of physical gold bars. USAT keeps your money steady against inflation. No banks needed. It's not only a wallet that you can buy and save with, but it also allows you to support your favorite creators like Geeks and Gamers, and you can tip them with the click of one button. So, and tip them, not tick them. You can tick them too if you want. There will be no fees when you tip my channel or Geeks and Gamers, and we actually receive the tip instantly, unlike other platforms where you have to wait for payouts. Support Geeks and Gamers and other creators by clicking the tip button on their Rumble channel. It's wallet.rumble.com. Download Rumble Wallet today, open an account, and step away from the big banks for good. Wallet.rumble.com and or search Rumble Wallet in the app stores. Thank you very much.
Good job, Gary.
Thank you.
Round of applause. Yeah, he got through it. He didn't stumble too much.
Too much. I did it. Yeah. I read gooder. I read gooder. Okay, now I'm going to talk about Star Trek. Mother effers at Paramount, dude. Those sons of bitches.
I just feel the need to censor motherfuckers.
Yeah, like seriously, like
and then say sons of bitches.
Sons of bitches is not as bad as motherfucker, but since you said it, I can say it now. So we'll just see. Those motherfuckers at Paramount.
All right.
Fuck those motherfuckers. I will release this supercut video no matter what. And you will hate it. I hope you fucking hate it. I hope it saves a lot of people a lot of time. I hope it does more damage to Star Trek. I hope it puts Star Trek in the fucking ground. Because I'll release it whether it gets monetized or not. But I'm going to try. But there's a point where I'll just say fuck it and release it anyway. So yeah, I'm having a little trouble fighting copyright.
Release the drones.
Did he acknowledge to anybody what was actually the whole problem, like the audience?
The problem for the audience is I've got a supercut filled with videos that passed copyright that is now all of a sudden a problem because it's one video, and it's just insane.
So it's a supercut of like all the reviews that you did on the season, right? So things are already up on YouTube that have already been fine, but for some reason, because it's all combined together, the AI is picking up something weird and it's copyright claiming it. Yeah.
Yes. And then when we fix what they tell us to fix, they find something new. So I'm going to release it anyway. Just fuck them. But I'm going to try first. So that's why it hasn't been out yet. Sorry, folks, because I promised it today or yesterday, actually. But yes, let's start out with Spiderman. Spiderman. Peter Parker. Spider-Man Brand New Day. Okay, for one, I hate that title a lot because it invokes One More Day. It's actually the storyline that happened right after One More Day. If you're not familiar with One More Day, that's the storyline that was it was ordered by Joe Quesada. He's the one who ordered everybody to do it, and the creatives who took part in it like to blame him and say, well, we're just, we're doing our part for Marvel. We're just doing our jobs. But one J. Michael Straczynski wrote it, and it ruined Spider-Man forever. In a single day, I lost almost a third of my subscribers for Amazing Spider-Man, for all of Spider-Man, by the way, all of Spider-Man in one fucking day. I lost a lot of money in one day because of this storyline. If you're not familiar with the storyline, they do a little bit of it in No Way Home, but Peter Aunt May has been shot, and he makes a deal with Mephisto to save Aunt May, but he has to give up his entire relationship with Mary Jane. It's really stupid. It's really dumb, but that's what they did, and it pissed off Spider-Man fans instantly. So like using Brand New Day, which was the follow-up of him like without Mary Jane, is a slap in the face. So, but aside from that, I don't know. I don't think it looks too bad.
Well, the trailer has set records for the most views in 24 hours, breaking Deadpool and Wolverine's number. So Deadpool and Wolverine was like 365 million views, and I think it was 24 hours. Is that what it was, Ryan? That it takes that
this
number
one
into
is
account?
720. So it broke the record of Deadpool and Wolverine's overall social media impressions. So take that however you will, but it broke the record with
Doubled it. doubled, and the ratio on YouTube, at least on the main account, was fucking retarded. It's like 800,000 upvotes to like 11,000 downvotes.
Yeah.
I haven't even watched this trailer yet.
Well, let's take a look at
Yeah.
it.
So
hear me out. I think that Spiderman is going to do better than Doomsday.
That's what we were actually speculating on this morning.
I might have said this about a year ago.
You did.
But
and I don't disagree with you.
at the same time, though, as I think that your prediction might be your worst enemy, because if Spider-Man Brand New Day is successful and good, I think that only helps Doomsday. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. No, I mean, it certainly helped Multiverse of Madness.
At least on opening weekend, it'll help. You know, so because Doomsday still needs to be good to have that word of mouth to carry it.
But you're not wrong. Like if that would build them a little momentum, and we've seen it. Spider-Man: No Way Home definitely, like you said earlier, helped Doctor Strange mom for about 48 hours.
It did, man. That was a huge opening.
450 million global, but then
crazy.
Capped out before $1 billion.
How far was the release dates from each other on that one, though?
It was December to what was it? Was it April or?
I think it was May.
So pretty much the same.
Yeah,
close to the same time frame.
Yeah.
I look, I absolutely think it's reasonable. The last Spider-Man movie made $2 billion. Now, it's a little different because you don't have the return of Tobey Maguire and Andrew Garfield and stuff like that, at least not that we know of in this. But I certainly think it's reasonable to say that this movie makes 1.3, 1.4, 1.5 billion. I also think it's reasonable that Doomsday makes around that. The difference is if Spider-Man makes that, that's good. That's big money for them and all
that's
like
profit.
And by them, I mean Sony, not Disney.
Yeah.
If Doomsday makes that, they're still in the hole, a couple $100 million probably.
Yeah, because even Disney, like, because the split between Disney and Sony is a 75-25% split, so they put about 25% money in for the budget, but they only get 25% of profits. So yeah, they're not going to get much of anything from Spider-Man.
Odin, have you seen Rob Liefeld out there going, actually, they don't get 25%. When it's all said and done, they get like 10.
That's awesome.
And he's throwing up all these receipts, and I don't know if they're true because obviously Rob Liefeld has a major axe to grind against Kevin Feige.
You gotta take everything Rob says with a massive fucking clump heap of salt because he is as salty as possible, and everything he's been saying about Marvel in the last year is the exact opposite of everything he was saying before he was no longer like a
let's keep, let's keep in mind this is the same Rob Liefeld that started Image Comics and then likes to brag about starting it, and he always leaves out that he was booted out by everybody else because they couldn't stand him.
He blocked me on Twitter because of The Last Jedi.
He did?
That's when he blocked me, back during The Last Jedi days. And I can't remember if it was him posting one of my videos or if he responded to a tweet of mine and then blocked me or somebody tagged me. I can't remember, but I'm still blocked to this day from him. I was like, what the hell?
Oh, well, then you've missed that. He absolutely loves one battle after another. Says it's great cinema.
All right, here we go. Here's the trailer.
It
like
looks
the amazing Spider-Man.
You went spectacular and amazing.
And I'm fine with him having it, I'm fine with him up on top of the roof with his mask not on. At least he's not in the middle of the fucking street.
I actually agree with that.
See his phone with his mask on, though. That's the whole thing. Like, if you can't see your phone with your mask on, bro, how are you fighting crime?
Yeah.
Spider sense is cool and everything, but you still need sight.
Affect Dave for a minute then. I thought it was going to start off with a bit of Lou Reed,
It sounded like that a little bit.
Yeah.
Fuck
What
Mark
is
Ruffalo.
And that was the moment it lost me.
Yeah.
He looks such like a 60-year-old woman.
He really does look like a lesbian now.
Mm-hmm.
He looks like he should anchor a show on MSNBC.
Yeah, absolutely. MS Now, Ryan. Okay, get into the now.
No dead naming. No dead naming
No
around
dead
here.
naming.
Oh.
Progressive networks, Ryan.
I saw some people like when they were reacting to this be like, why doesn't Bruce Banner know who Peter Parker is? It's like, motherfuckers, we just had a $2 billion movie. Like, yeah, it was the entire fucking plot. It was the entire climax of the movie.
And also, they mention it in this trailer.
Yeah,
They remind you
Oh,
in this trailer.
That's the internet. Some account from India that we can now filter out is wondering why they didn't mention something that they probably didn't see. So, posit Jean Grey. but the I'm sorry, I'm forgetting his name, but the black guy before that,
Is it Keith David?
No,
the voice. The voice.
No, he's in. Isn't he the one in?
Coleman.
From Severance? Not Severance. Is it Severance? I always get the single name shows mixed up. The one that's on.
Yes.
Yeah. He's in he was in Mission Impossible. They're casting him in everything now.
He's really good.
Yeah.
And he's got a lot of presence. He got a lot of screen presence, and he's good. And
he should play Robbie.
That's
Robbie Robertson. Scorpion.
Yeah, that's a good shot of Scorpion. Yeah.
Yeah, it is. It is. No, I love the fact that we're doing like I don't want to say throwaway villains, but we're not like focusing on one villain. Like you can do a couple of little scenes with a side villain. I've always wondered why they didn't do that more. And there's some good comic cover callbacks. Amazing Fantasy 15.
Yeah.
Spectacular Spider-Man. Peter Parker, the Spectacular Spider-Man #1 before it turned into Spectacular Spider-Man.
Those 3 shots.
And the hand. So go back to the one where the hand they're out.
That's a cover as well.
Yeah. Oh yeah. And that's a cover
That's
as
the
well.
amazing, yeah.
Oh, that's the big cover.
Everybody's saying
No, that's not Rogue.
People saying this is Rogue. I think are a little like Rogue Easter egg spotted, and it's like
I think that's just an extra, actually, guys.
It's on a bus. Like
is that a dude or a girl? Are we sure?
There's no Adam's apple. There's no Adam's apple. Okay.
There's no chore either.
There's no chin either.
They could have CGI'd that out. Yeah, there's somebody already put up the picture of the guy with no chin. The meme one. That was from that final one. I don't know.
Yeah, people are trying to do the same thing like we saw with that shot from No Way Home when they edited out Toby and Andrew. I don't know about that. I mean, there's certainly room in the frame for it, but who knows?
It looks pretty good. There's a lot going on here. So
that is a lot. That's the first time I've seen it. It does look good, but there is a lot going on.
We have the hand. We have Gene.
Do we know who Keith David is playing?
I do like this shot. I do like this slow-mo shot.
That's awesome, dude.
Well, we'll see. Look, so for me, I have not been a biggest fan of Tom Holland's Spider-Man in the Marvel Cinematic Universe. Not that I don't like him necessarily, but I don't like the way the character's been portrayed. I don't like that he got fast-tracked into having all this stuff. I don't like that we've had so many, well, I just want to go to the high school dance, but I guess I got to be Spider-Man. I just want to have a trip in Europe, but I guess I got to be Spider-Man. I just want to be a normal college kid, but I guess I got to be Spider-Man. And finally, in Brand New Day, with the introduction of Toby and Andrew and the things that they've gone through and lost, having him we see him go through a true loss and make the decision to sacrifice everything that kind of matters to him to take on that responsibility truly, finally, and just be kind of on his own. At that moment, at the end of Brand New Day, for the first time in my life, I was like, you know what? I kind of want to see the next Tom Holland Spider-Man movie. I think the trailer looks fine. I'm not like hyped or anything about it. I think it looks okay.
That is Boomerang. Yes, you're right, chat. That is Boomerang. So they're putting in a bunch of but probably just in like montage scenes. And you're not wrong, Ryan. The teenager Spider-Man is a very in the whole in all the issues.
The comics.
Yeah, it is not much. And they've kind of stayed on it a long time. And the whole point of No Way Home was to this is going to be the real Spider-Man where he's not, Iron Boy and he's on his own, which was always my problem. But it looks like there's a lot going on here. And that and God, what else? Oh, and they're also bringing in the other and the Spider-Man totems, the totems. So that's if they, I hope it just leads to the 6 arms. That would be kind of cool, but not to the Straczynski stuff where he starts mutating and little spikes come out of his wrists and stuff. But yeah.
Overall, I do think it's a good trailer. And I don't think it's the greatest trailer I've ever seen, but it's solid and it does the job that it needs to do to get people interested. And It is a little convoluted, but I guess they're just trying to show you that there's a lot going on. But yeah, overall, this does seem like this is going to be a huge movie. It's getting us back to the basics of Spider-Man. It gives you some stakes. He's dealing with a lot from emotional standpoint. So this is going to be a huge movie.
Oh, absolutely. And putting him on the street level again is where he belongs, and on his own is where he belongs. I've always hated that he joined the Avengers. And then we had Spider Island and all these other versions. Like Spider-Man's been so watered down, and for so long they protected like him as a hero who didn't really join teams. He would team up once in a while, but he would never join any because he didn't have time because he was trying to live his life. And
always good to see John Bernthal's Punisher too.
Hell yeah, dude.
Always good to see that.
Yeah, it was great in Daredevil season 1. Or sorry, Daredevil brand new rebirth season 1 for Disney.
Born again.
Yeah.
Daredevil born again.
Born again?
Yeah. Well, season 1 was born again. This one's born again.
How Christian.
They could play really well off each other. Tom Holland Spider-Man and Bernthal's Punisher, like done the right way.
Yes.
We'll see if they do it.
Yeah. How much are we expecting Bernthal's Punisher to be in this movie? Do we know? Like, is it just like a couple of scenes, or is he supposed to be a heavy presence in the movie?
What I heard, unless they changed it, was there was an unknown force that we now know is Jean Grey controlling Frank and Hulk, or just Hulk. Not really sure. And it's going to be Jean Grey towards the end that brings back Savage Hulk.
So I'm hoping that because every time we've had Tom Holland's, well, especially recently, but like his Spider-Man has always had so many other things going on in his movies besides Tom Holland's Spider-Man. And so you've got all these other personalities in the movie. Are we going to focus on him for the most part? Or are we going to focus on all of these other people?
Good question. Really good question, because this is the one movie where I don't mind them throwing in a bunch of side villains. I think that's actually kind of cool. But like other heroes, like this is the one hero you don't need to do that. And they still feel the need to like throw in extra stuff when we really do need to kind of ground, not in a story sense, in just the hero sense. We need to get our focus back. I mean, this is the same company who like, man, we can't make a Blade movie. We didn't want to just throw him in leather and have him killing vampires. It's like,
yeah, that's actually
one of the dumbest things I've ever heard.
But you can have both. You can have all the extra side people and still focus on Spider-Man. You saw it in the trailer there. He was fighting against other people that are trying to solve the same problem. He just had a different method of solving it.
Yeah.
That's what I was going to say. Based on the trailer, which could mean anything, it feels like even though it's clustered and crowded and a lot of different stuff, the trailer feels very focused on Spider-Man, where he's at, what he's going through, and the challenges he's facing, for sure. But would that reflect in the movie? Who fucking knows?
Well, I like the trailer. The most watched trailer ever. Okay, sure. I mean, he's a popular character. It's too bad Marvel Comics can't figure out a way to make him popular in the comic books in what is known as the Batman industry now. So he can't even crack the top 10.
That's actually an interesting question.
Begging.
I know, that's right.
Dan Slott's begging for people to add Spider-Man to the pull list. By the way, Dan Slott is also ground zero for telling customers to fuck off.
Yep.
So the guy who's ground zero for telling customers to fuck off is now begging customers to put Spider-Man on the pull list. Because according to Dan Slott, if a comic's not selling in 5 issues, then it's on the chopping block. And if you're begging for fucking Spider-Man sales in the comics, and Gary's not too far away from, truth, even though he's joking about what we call the Batman industry, but it is. This guy's carrying the whole fucking comic book industry right now.
That's interesting, and I wasn't aware of that. But I mean, I think current stuff aside, I think Spider-Man's the most popular comic book character in the world. Just across all mediums. But you're saying he's struggling big time in the current Marvel run right now in the comics? That speaks volumes as to the quality of the people behind it, because it has nothing to do with the character. Because the character is such a layup if you just do him halfway decent.
And that's like all comics right now, basically, right?
Yeah,
are
pretty
struggling in
much.
some
I
way.
mean,
Yeah.
what's doing well is the absolute run, particularly with Batman and DC. And it's just because it's just something different, you know, which is not really that different. It's just DC figuring out how to do the Ultimate Universe. And they've already tried that twice before and failed. But I mean, it wasn't all their fault. They relied on creators who couldn't get their shit out in time. Jim Lee. Jim Lee, who's a president of the, but that's another story. No, they're completely failing with Spider-Man because the editor, Tom Brevoort, is a dick and refuses to put the fans want Spider-Man and Mary Jane back together, and they refuse to do it. They're like, fuck the fans, we don't care. And then now they're begging people to buy comics. It's such a shock why nobody wants to buy comics, because you're not giving fans what they want. Sounds familiar, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Yes, it does.
Sometimes they don't give fans anything at all.
No, they don't. Well, by the way, chat, we are on the road for MegaCon. For those of you who don't know, what's the matter?
What's on your TV, Gary? Oh, it just changed. Never mind.
Well, let me go and check it out real quick. And
I'm not sure. Move the camera. It was Dark Knight, but
it wasn't Dark Knight. It was something else.
Oh no.
Ruh-roh.
Well, yeah.
Everyone's gonna go back and check it out.
I mean, it could have been a different Dark Knight. I'm just saying.
Oh, here's more of the Blackest Night.
Well, since Gary's fixing whatever the fuck's going on back there, we are in Orlando. Well, most of us are here in Orlando for MegaCon. Tomorrow we've got a big day starting early. So we saw a lot of people there yesterday on Thursday. There's more people there today, seeing Ripa, seeing Critical Drinker. Tomorrow is a pretty big day, and it starts early in the morning with our panel at 10:30. Highly recommend everybody get there early, because I think the con opens at 10, so it can be a nightmare, especially if you haven't got your tickets yet.
Yes,
get there early, please, because we want to make sure you can actually get in and get through and get to the panel. But tomorrow at 10:30 in a really big fucking room, it's going to be our panel, myself, Ripa, Drinker, Gary, and Jeremy, all there from 10:30 to 11:15. And then we've obviously got meet and greets and stuff like that going on throughout the day on Saturday and on Sunday. And tomorrow night, the meetup, the one, again, not everybody wants to go to MegaCon. We get that, might not interest you, but you can always go to Universal City Walk tomorrow night if you RSVP'd for our meetup. That's going to be crazy at Pat O'Brien, starting at 7 o'clock? Is that right, Jeremy?
Yep.
7:30?
Yeah.
Whatever,
7:30.
Huge sharp early.
The RSVPs for that meetup are over 800, which is the biggest RSVP we have ever had. I don't know how the hell we're going to manage that, because that's a lot of people, but we will manage. And also the panel tomorrow, we want to get as many people in there. So again, make sure you're there early. Could have a couple of cool announcements. Me and Ryan are trying to pin a few things down. We'll let you know, but could have some announcements at the panel. We'll see. But it's an exciting time. So panel tomorrow, 10:30. Make sure, because we had a different room initially when we announced this, and they moved us to a bigger room. So we had about a 400 to 500 person room initially. So make sure you have the updated, or if you're in group chats or Discords or whatever, make sure everybody's aware that we have a new room. Now, this is the room that we've been announcing for the past week now, so it hasn't changed since then. But that's different from the initial announcement. And the initial announcement was 10:15 a.m. This is going to be at 10:30, which gives you guys
really easy to remember, right? Is 304, okay? It's 304. That's hard to forget.
Is that where it is?
But yeah, so this is going to be awesome. Cannot wait. And then tomorrow night. Now tonight, for those that are in Orlando, there is a ticketed event for Universal Studios through MegaCon, and a lot of us will be there.
Az will be there.
Az will be there. So
Nice.
so I know me and Ryan and Gary, Drinker, Odin, many people that we met yesterday are going to be there tonight. So that's going to be super cool. So looking forward to it, guys. Can't wait.
Yeah, I don't know what it was, something with Jason Bateman, and something was going on the couch, and
Well,
Oh,
it was freaking Batman. Okay, when I started.
is it just getting you in the mood for tonight?
Right in the corner, there was something just rocking back and forth like this. I'm like,
I didn't say a damn thing the entire time we were watching the Spider-Man show, but he's like, are they fucking back there?
He was enjoying the show.
You know why, Ryan? Because he hasn't seen any content like that in a long time, and he was like, "Whoa, this is interesting."
it's out to me. I'm like,
Oh boy.
it wasn't that bad. It was just movement.
We'll find out. We'll find out. But yeah, the Spider-Man trailer looks pretty good. It's doing really well. I think it's going to do very well in the theater, and we'll see if it helps Doomsday. I don't know.
The whole Doomsday thing is fascinating to me because you've got Dune and you got Doomsday opening the same time, but Dune has the IMAX theaters, and I'm curious. Like, do we think is it 3 weeks, right, for the IMAX? Do we think there's a chance in hell that Doomsday moves?
No,
because Dune can't move.
No.
Dune can't move.
None of them are moving. They're gonna try to do the Doomsday. Like they're just gonna do it. They're gonna go with it.
It's good old fashioned standoff, and it'll be great for theaters. They're down with it. They're all for it. So, I think there's another movie that comes out before it Jumanji comes out a week before it, and they're afraid it's gonna get crushed. And
Really?
Yeah.
Jumanji 18 or whatever the fuck.
Yeah. So I didn't.
Another Jumanji. I hadn't
Why
even
is
heard of that one.
why is Jumanji releasing so right close to them? As soon as those announcements, they should have moved that date. But oh well.
Maybe they should have released it in 2025 when there's entire months you could have released something.
Like January and February.
Yeah.
Well, something just got released now.
Yeah, something just got released now, and we saw it last night. Some people have seen it early, and I thought Project Hail Mary was pretty good. I liked it. I've read the book, listened to the book, and Ray Porter reads it. It's great. And I think what's nice about it after watching this in One Piece is you have kind of a return. It's okay to have fun again. What Project Hail Mary has emotional parts of it, and there is something pretty dire going on in the background, but the movie itself is almost a complete rejection of nihilism and postmodernism. It's a story of friendship in space.
Yeah, and it's sincere. It's hopeful despite all of the crazy shit that's going on. I did not read the book until a couple weeks ago, and I had been wanting to. I picked it up and finally got a chance to sit down and read it a few weeks ago, and I really enjoyed it. I really did. And after I read it, I thought that Ryan Gosling was going to be like a really good casting for Ryland Grace, and I think he worked really well in the movie. I think Phil and Lord Miller were the right people to direct it because it needed some humor, and just because of how kind of alone you are for a lot of it, and you need somebody who's going to just be able to be funny, not in an ensemble, but just with themselves, maybe talking to a puppet, and it just works. It is funny despite the dire situations at hand. It's not like you're cracking up the entire time, but there's a lot of just funny parts of it. And the relationship between Ryland and Rocky is really, really good. And I think most people, whether you've read it or not, I'm not going to tell you it's a fucking masterpiece or something, but I think everyone's going to really enjoy it for the most part. I think it's really good. I had a good time with it.
Well, I mean, as I said earlier today, but like it's getting universal praise, and it seems like everybody is like, I can't wait to see it. I wanted to see it before this week, but I just been so busy. So I'm going to go see it early next week. And, Lord Miller, the people that Kathleen Kennedy fired after having 80% of Solo done, seem to have a hit on their hands. And word of mouth seems to be very good for it so far. And hopefully it can keep that momentum. Because what did you say it needs to do at the box office? Like 600 million?
So they spent $250 million making it, and with the tax incentives and stuff, it's about a $200 million budget, between 190 and 200. So I mean, it needs to do around 600 million, and had about 12 million in previews, I think was the official number, which that sounds amazing.
But
we should consider that they had early Saturday and Sunday and Monday Prime previews and stuff. So it's not like a full pure Thursday. But with that being said, considering it's comparable to like Oppenheimer's previews and things like that, it needs to be very big. I think it could be like a $70 million domestic. That's what I'm thinking.
And it's going in the right direction too, because I remember months ago, even just a couple weeks ago, Box Office Theory only had the opening like $40 million or so. And now the projections are upwards of 70-ish million. And so that says, okay, it's clearly building momentum. That's where you want to be in your opening weekend. And it's looking to be over 100 million for the global total. Obviously, most of that coming from the domestic. But yeah, it needs to really stick the landing throughout the entire box office run, or otherwise it's going to lose money because of how much they spent.
Well, there's good buzz around it. I haven't seen it yet, but I'm looking forward to it. And so planning to see it in a couple of days.
I'm kind of surprised.
Go ahead, Disprove.
I'm kind of surprised that the budget is as big as it is, because it's quite condensed. It's on the same sets. It was filmed in a similar way to Iron Lung, where they built the sets on one of the machines that can rotate everything around. So as you see him flying around the sets, it's actually happening to him. He's falling over and stuff. But you would have thought that would have saved on the budget compared to other multi-$100 billion movies which go around the world. And this is quite a condensed thing. I mean, it looks great.
They did. They built the entire thing. It's essentially all practical, including the puppetry and stuff. They very much went out of their way to try to do everything practical that they possibly could. Which, when you see it, it's pretty incredible that they were able to do things like that. I don't know. I've never made a movie, so I don't know. It'd be more expensive or less expensive. Just throw it on a fucking green screen or blue screen, make it look like shit. I don't know. You know, Gary, you mentioned in your tweet, I think, about it, and you talked to me last night after we saw it, that they did, obviously, you have to condense it because it's a fucking book that you're, a 15-hour read that you're turning into a 2.5-hour movie. And so a lot of the intricacies surrounding the science-based stuff that they go into major detail in the book, that obviously they're not explaining that as clearly as they do in the book. And I think that's kind of necessary for the movie to exist. But I think it works. They made a couple changes here or there, which I think were true to the story and weren't like, oh my God, I can't believe they did that. I think it worked really well.
They stayed in the spirit of the book. Yeah. And that's my only criticism is if you watch the movie, they're going to go, wow, because they do mention it, right? But it's really quick in passing. And in the book, they take time to tell you what astrophage is and how you come up with the name. Mm-hmm. And the communication between Grace and Rocky it takes a long time for them to build up to the getting to the laptop and building a language to understand each other, right? It just doesn't happen. Everything happens kind of quick. So they made a conscious decision to kind of base it just on vibe and feeling and emotion and getting you connected with these characters instead of bogging it down with a lot of science, which makes the book work like really well. And so that first 3 minutes you guys see, that's
like 4 chapters of the book.
Yeah, that's tons of chapters.
Yeah. Yeah. So like, there's like a tube in his freaking dick and that he's all worried about that has to pull out and those robots when he first wakes up, when you're in a
describes the blood on the ground too.
Well, yeah, and there's the whole thing of him waking up and he doesn't know where he is. Like that's where the book.
But why you got to stick a tube in his dick?
So he was in a coma for 3 years.
Coma.
Yeah, it's a catheter. Yeah,
it's a catheter.
I've had a catheter. It didn't go up my dick.
There was tubes in a lot of holes.
There's different types of catheters, as
obviously.
Yeah. Obviously.
It sounds like you just said a bottle.
You brought it up as where did the tube go?
For me, it went in the side.
Oh, okay.
No,
so but when they pulled it out, it's like you're having your fucking guts ripped out.
I understand, like, again, what Ryan said. I understand why they made the choice because it would have made the movie longer and probably a lot more boring to a lot of people. So that's why you should go and read the book too.
I would have loved it though.
Yeah,
it needs to be a director's cut.
I do think it's kind of I think it's a good adaptation of the book because it does keep in spirit and all the major points are basically in there that you would think you would have. But it's a different book. It's in first person to start with. And so much of it is taking place in his head with his thoughts and things like that. I don't think that's the easiest thing to adapt necessarily. But yeah, I enjoyed the book. I was looking forward to the movie, and I wasn't disappointed by the movie. That doesn't often happen for me. You know what I mean? So
does it still do the flashbacks?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
It is. They
Not all
maintain the
flashbacks, though.
non-linear
Okay.
way of figuring things out. Yeah.
And the
And then
impactful
is
stuff
the
in
ending
there.
about the same too? Because that's usually
Yeah.
like the big things that can sometimes get changed in adaptations. Okay.
Yes.
Cool.
Yes.
Almost to a T. Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, I don't want to spoil it too much. It looks like it's doing pretty well, and that's good because it's a fun movie. It's something we've been looking for a long time, and it's kind of amazing this year that, well, for me anyway, there's been 3 things to come out within 2.5 months that are pretty fucking entertaining, and it would have taken us all year to get something like that, like what we've gotten in the first 2.5 months. I don't know if things are changing, but if you're going to adapt a story, it's just what they're choosing to adapt, because the book has none of that stuff. Andy Weir, like he did The Martian. So he's the guy who wrote The Martian. And it's, at least from that movie, it's a guy having to science his way out of a problem,
Yeah, but even adapting something, we've seen them ruin things
yeah.
that they've adapted 1,000 times because they wanted to push their bullshit into it. So
yeah, and it's not like Lord and Miller haven't had their moments in the Spider-Verse and the Miles Morales movies for sure. Pregnant Spider Woman, but I had a lot of fun watching it, and I think you guys would enjoy it. It's a good feel good movie. It's a good fun feel good movie. It's got some emotionally complex stuff in there that, especially towards the end,
It's a movie about friendship, heroism, even if it can sometimes be reluctant, sacrifice, and it's good.
And it might be that they find adaptations like this easier to do, because I think one of the issues we've had is they look down on comics and video games, whereas a sci-fi novel, I think they're probably more likely to be willing to stick to it because they'll consider it to be like their art.
Yeah. I mean, this is a very, for one, the science in the book, I think I heard you say it, Ryan. It's like, it's really well explained, but it's based on it's grounded in real science. Like they don't do a bunch of space magic till the end, because they have to make a bunch of stuff up, but it's all grounded in science. If you want to, do we want to say what's happening to there's something happening that will end civilization. That's the threat. And he has to stop it. That's why it's called Project Hail Mary. They are taking the biggest risk. They are doing something. It's a complete long shot, something they've never done before, sending a ship into interstellar space for years, we don't have a choice. We're forced to work together for survival. Right. And it's a pretty interesting premise on what's happening. And the way, God, that's what I missed in the book, is just the progression of each scientific problem he figures out creates a new problem. And they can't let's go back to the drawing board, and they don't have time to go back to the drawing board. They have to expand on it immediately and figure it out immediately. And there isn't any Deus Ex Machina in it till kind of the end, but they really do a great job of making it feel real.
Yeah, it's hard because I would love to see that too, but you're talking about a 5.5 hour movie.
Yeah,
you're talking about a television show.
Absolutely.
Is really what you're talking about. If they were to do that, and I don't know if it would be. I don't know how many people would tune in for it and stay for it. If the first episode on a 10 episode Project Hail Mary series, I would love to see it. But if the first episode was him waking up, having no idea who he was or where he was, and doing pendulum experiments while he's counting to 20 minutes and dropping a pencil off a table and timing how long it takes for it to hit the ground and then calculate the gravity that he's currently in to realize he's 1.5 G's. Like, if that was the entire first episode, I don't know if it was.
So for example, what Ryan just like, that is one of the problems he has to figure out. He has to figure out where he is, why there's gravity, how far away from Earth he is, and he has to figure this out without knowing his name, right? And he wakes up and he's like, "There's a lab," and the thing they didn't do in the movie is he won't cuss, right? He doesn't cuss, and he's like, "Why won't I cuss? That's weird." He doesn't know why, you know, and it's part of like who he is. And then all of a sudden he knows all these scientific terms. He's all, how do I know that? Am I smart? You know, like it's cool. So I recommend the book, but the movie's really fun.
Rocky's going to steal the show 100%. Rocky's going to steal the show for most people. It's nice to have a little cute companion who can actually fucking speak. Maybe Disney on a thing or two. So.
Rocky destroys Baby Yoda. That's what you're saying. Fuck Baby Yoda. We got Rocky. It's a practical puppet. They went through they spent a lot of time on getting that right, and it's straight out of the book.
Here's the question then, Gary. You brought it up. So Rocky or Chopper?
Oh.
Rocky. It has to be Rocky.
I can't see how anything beats Chopper, but I don't. But I haven't seen Project Hail Mary, so I can't really compare. But so
I don't really Chopper. I know you're talking about something from One Piece, but all I can think of is that stupid fucking droid from Rebels.
Like,
that's right,
like Rocky's just so much smarter, and like in the book, you get really like kind of in his head a bit, like things like translation. He can just do it in his head, whereas he needs a laptop.
Yeah, that's tough. That's a tough question. I'd say Rocky. I'll give the edge to Rocky, but Chopper is a character I didn't think I would like at all, dude. I
love that character.
Yeah,
but I think the easy answer is they're both better than Baby Yoda.
Yes, they are.
So. By the way, if you like the live action version of One Piece on Netflix, you are an alt-right grifter.
Fuck yeah.
Okay.
Just
and
another thing to add to the list, Gary.
Yeah, I know. The list is getting big. If you wake up in the morning and breathe, you're an alt-right grifter.
Oh, thank God.
If you stand up to pee, you're an alt-right grifter.
What would the grifter in that even mean? That you're actually left-wing but faking it?
I guess. They don't know what the word grifter means. They use it a lot. Yeah. They use it a lot without knowing the. So what is postmodernism? Somebody asked before. It is something that sprung up in the, correct me if I'm wrong, smart people, 17th, 18th century. And it is essentially questioning or outright rejecting the social norms of Western civilization.
Yeah, it's basically deconstructionist. There was a lot of the Enlightenment and stuff really wanted to reject anything that came from like religion or God or anything greater than yourselves. Everything came from like physical. You can make everything from pure logic. It didn't lead to a very good place. As we're discovering.
Being called the Enlightenment, it wasn't very enlightening in many ways.
And this is a movie that it does have its emotional parts, but overall it's fairly lighthearted, even though it is the most serious of serious situations. We are talking about life on Earth effectively ending as we know it, the destruction of every civilization. Yet nevertheless, there's still a lot of like hope involved in it. So.
And Grace's like innocent sarcasm is not just there. I saw people criticizing it, like I'm tired of pop cultural references and the way he talks. And it's like, no, it's a defense mechanism because he's completely freaking out because he's in space alone and he has to save the Earth. And he starts out like not even knowing who the hell he is. So
I did like how he broke out the vodka really early.
Really early.
Oh yeah.
Oh, wouldn't you? I mean,
well, obviously, but I'm a different story.
I feel like you would have gone for the heroin instead.
Fair. Did they have heroin on there? Oh, yeah, that's right.
Remember,
They
that's
did,
how
they did.
Russian bitch. Yeah.
Well, maybe she used it all. Oh, and the
Maybe
Russian
Obama.
chick, it took me like half the movie to figure out who the hell it was. It was AT&T girl.
At one point, Gary just like, I don't know. I thought he was having a stroke, a heart attack or something. He just like points at the screen for like 5 minutes. Not 5 minutes. Sorry, like
girl.
You mean Strat?
AT&T.
Yeah, the AT&T girl was the Russian girl. Strat, is that her name? I just boobied.
Yeah.
No, she's
Strat's the leader.
It's like
No, not Strat.
her last name's like a V. It's like
Yeah, the Russian
Is
pilot.
it Melissa
Oh, that
Bell-
went up
Belbro?
with him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
AT&T
Oh, okay, I know
Lily,
what you're talking
yeah.
about.
Yeah, the
Milk
one on
truck
I
just
never
arrived.
really
That's all I
get
need
those
to
ads.
say. Milk truck just arrived. Everybody knows what that means.
Definitely.
Milana Van Trub.
That's it.
Van Traub.
Whatever.
Van
Tits
Traub.
McGee, as I like to call her.
Yeah, she's in Silicon Valley season 1. And she was supposed to be Squirrel Girl. in the
She
new
was
Warrior.
Squirrel
Yeah.
Girl because they recorded.
Yeah, they did.
Oh, they
Kinda
actually
like
did record it. Okay.
Kind
Yeah.
of like the Buffy pilot. Thanks.
Thanks, but no thanks.
Yeah. Yeah. Right on time, Chrissy.
Fucking hell.
Can we hear?
No, we can't even hear you either.
Yeah. All right. Well, I'm going to move on. Chrissy, you figured that out. So
Wait, she's late for the second hour that she thought was the right hour. Fuck's sake.
well, I mean, that's understandable. I guess that's understandable a little bit. Real quick, obviously shorter show because we're on the road. We're in Orlando, Florida, and we have to go do MegaCon things. Did everybody get their tickets?
Yes.
Yes, indeed.
That's good. That's good. That's gonna be fun. So
Me and you're gonna ride
So
Hagrid
you gotta ride
together.
Hagrid,
yeah, we're gonna hold hands.
It's gonna be a gay old time.
Oh, it's gonna be so gay. I love it.
Bob Iger has left again, guys. Bob Iger has left Disney again officially Wednesday.
I'm gonna just jump out the window.
Do you think he
Trim.
we can hear you
We can
now.
hear you, Chris.
Then we can
Hey, now.
All this money on equipment, and then I plug it
We can
in.
hear-
And
can you hear us,
I don't
Chris?
think
I
you
don't
can hear us.
Can you hear us?
Yeah, we can hear you.
Can you hear us?
Don't jump out the window.
window.
She's not looking at the screen. She's looking at her settings.
I'm just waiting for the N word now.
Any second now. So Bob Iger's leaving again. And you would think this would make bigger news, but it was just kind of I think it was a collective. Yeah.
Finally, just get the hell out of
Finally.
here. We don't care.
Well, it wasn't really news because it got announced about a month and a half ago, right? When Josh D'Amaro was named to like the new CEO, it was also said he was going to be taking over on this day and Bob Iger was going to be stepping out on this day. That came out beginning of February. So it's not like 2 days ago, March 18th, was breaking news that Bob Iger is stepping down. Like we knew that. You know what I mean? So
Well, I think we're just surprised he actually left. And the question is, did he give up his office, Ryan? Did he, Jeremy? Did he give up the shower that he takes a shower twice a day in? Why does he need to take 2 showers a day?
This feels like this is the end for Bob Iger. This doesn't feel like the last time where he basically needed a fall guy. This feels like the real deal. This feels like he's done.
I was about to ask that. Do you guys think there will be another pandemic, and will he replace the individual that replaced him?
Yeah, I
This
mean,
might be a sign for another pandemic.
yeah, I heard that. But no,
It's not going to be another pandemic.
hold on. If
Unless
there
it's
if there
meningitis.
is
It's going to be a radical Muslim strike. And stuff.
well, hold on. If there is another pandemic, I hope it's a real one this time, and fucking half the people on this earth die. We are over.
Wow.
in Minecraft. In Minecraft.
More Dakota.
Ryan's
but-
a big fan of Infinity War. That's what he was referencing. Google AI. He just it's just a Thanos snap. That's what we're
wish-
We're
referencing.
trying to get in 4 hours of
threatening
show
anyone.
within 2 hours here, folks. Okay. So.
And if I go as part of that, I'm willing. Like I'm fine.
He's taking one for the team.
Yep.
I'll sacrifice half of the world for my.
It's like as long as you go, I'll be fine with it.
So today's, which was Wednesday, right? Today's Bob Iger's last day leading Disney. Here's what comes next at the company. Worth $176 billion. And like, I love the fact that like even normie publications were pointing out that, well, he was a really good portfolio manager, not really good on the creative side, which is obvious. No. Let's see. Is Pixar better off today than it was 10 years ago?
Listen, Bob Iger is a fucking disaster. If you go back to, I forget his name now, the CEO, Michael Eisner. Okay, when Michael Eisner was the Disney CEO, you look at what Michael Eisner did, go back to the Disney decade, like they were in bad shape at one point in time. And then Michael Eisner created the Disney decade. I think they were in danger of getting bought out, all of that. And then they opened up 2 new theme parks. They, created all of these animated classics and kind of rebuilt the company from a creative standpoint. Bob Iger did nothing but use the success that Eisner created off the legacy of Walt Disney, and he bought up shit that other people created. And then that gave them a huge bump initially when they got it. And then, of course, to be fair, the Marvel Cinematic Universe was successful, but they didn't create that. They bought that. And they succeeded on a lot of things that other people bought through that momentum. But if you look at the things that they purchased, name one thing that Disney has acquired that is better than it was when they purchased it.
Star Wars.
Yeah. So,
well, that's the point. Pixar is not better off than it was 10 years ago. Star Wars, if they hadn't made any, it would be in better shape.
100%. 100% it would be.
And Marvel, they took something that was working, kept it working for, what is it, 4 years? Kept it working for 4.5 years, and then absolutely undid any goodwill they had within the following it's half a decade. Like even the successes of the MCU, we've talked about. No Way Home, it's a gimmick. I liked it, but it's got its problems. Deadpool, Wolverine, 2 main actors carried that movie. It's got its problems. Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3, I liked it. 3rd best Guardians of the Galaxy film. And that's it. And I lost count now. How many Disney Plus TV shows they put out? It was over 11, we'll say, live action. And how many movies they put out in phase 4 and 5? And you have 3 successes? 3?
And none of the shows did anything, really.
No. And the one they thought was a slam dunk, Daredevil, finished in 99th in streaming, below Agatha.
Wow.
Jesus Christ.
Was the only one that did any significant numbers Loki?
Yes. Well, WandaVision did good numbers. Loki did better numbers. I think that's their most successful streaming show, Loki season 1. I can't think of anything.
That's the most successful streaming show
for them? Numbers.
Really?
Wise.
Wow,
yes.
That's crazy.
Didn't that also benefit though from being one of the first? And like,
yeah,
just got tired of them.
It was. I thought WandaVision was their most, at least in the first half of it. I thought it did massive numbers and it fell off.
That was the first one they did. I do think that Loki was technically the biggest. I have to go back and look, but at least when you average over the episodes.
Yeah.
Yeah, because with WandaVision, it started off so strong, and then once you find out what's going on, everyone just lost interest.
Oh, I know. It's so sad.
As you love those first 2 episodes.
First 4, I think I was really enjoying.
First 4 were really good.
I think the first 4, I was like, this is great. And then it turned into utter Marvel slop.
It is incredible how quick that fucking dipped.
Yeah. It's insane.
And it was going in such a good direction, and then everybody's starting to theorize which is the sign of a healthy series, because it came out weekly, and they're like, "Oh, that fly on the window, is that Mephisto?" And then the fucking showrunner's like,
that's a little bit of a one as well.
Yeah, is it Quicksilver? No, it's a guy named Boner, and the fly on the wall was just a fly in the wall. And the showrunner, Jack Schaefer, didn't even know who the fuck Mephisto was. Like, which, and then they brought her back for shit, which is unfucking believable. And then they bring in Mephisto in what show as
Ironheart.
Ironheart. Ironheart.
We all remember that one, don't we?
What
Mephisto is like, he is a Thanos level villain. Could be as good, if not better, than Thanos, and they threw him in fucking Ironheart.
Well, he was kind of the good guy in Ironheart, though, because she asked for a
agree.
wish, and he's like, that's such a stupid wish. I will just resurrect her for you.
It just shows that the devil does serve a purpose. He's the prison warden for idiots and evil people. That's, you know. But the thing is, it could have really worked if they put him in the Infinity Saga, or if they saved him for later, maybe, and had him be a big bad later. But instead, we went with Kang, and we know how that turned out.
I fixed it, everyone.
Great. Welcome to the show.
So anyway, we'll see you all next week. Take care.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
So tomorrow spoke yesterday. Long story short, meet the new Disney, same as the old Disney. Nothing's going to change. Dana Walden is the fucking worst. She's probably worse than Bob Iger.
I kind of wonder if the plan is to get her as CEO. Like, I kind of wonder if the plan is to eventually move her into that role.
It felt like that's what they originally wanted to do, and I don't know why they didn't do it.
There was too much pushback against it. Her ties to the Democratic Party, especially things like that. I think they just felt like there was going to be way too much resistance to it. So instead, she's just in charge of like all creative output from the fucking company. Whereas Josh D'Amaro is the CEO. And I think they like the idea of having somebody who is a theme park guy. It didn't work very well for Bob Chapek, but he was never really viewed as a theme park guy anyway. Whereas Josh D'Amaro truly has been. Whether that's been good or not is certainly up for debate. We saw Josh D'Amaro up there at the big reveal 2 years ago when he talked about all the changes they're making to the parks. He got booed off the fucking stage.
It's certainly not good. It is objectively not good. The theme parks have taken such a massive step back in the last decade that it's hard to comprehend.
From a reputational point of view, that is true. However, when you look at the money that they're making between the cruise line, between everything else, like most people are going to be totally on board with having the guy who's bringing in all the money for this company, basically, taking that next step up.
Because Disney parks still have that aura about them where it's like, where are you going to go? You got to go to Disney. Got to go to Disney.
Yes.
But Universal is very much easily climbing that chart, though, to take over.
Yeah, Universal's done a great job of chipping away at them over the years. The people that are not familiar with the parks directly have no idea how powerful they are, especially here in Orlando. Walt Disney World is like nothing you've ever seen in terms of the sheer impact that has on the economy, the amount of international visitors, the amount of domestic visitors. It's fucking insane.
Mentally ill visitors.
Dude, it's absolutely... Yeah, it's fucking crazy how much business comes into this area for that. But Epic Universe has hurt it a little bit, and their own mistakes have hurt them. Things like changing Splash Mountain because of racism, which is stupid. And it's just so dumb, man.
How is that racist?
Because of the
Song of the South.
Song of the South.
Zippity-day.
Yeah, so having a black person in a movie back in the day apparently meant it was racist.
I think because black people don't like to be splashed, like don't like to get wet, can't swim.
Having a black lead, let alone.
I know. And so like Splash Mountain was kind of considered the definitive Disney attraction for 15 or 20 years. And then suddenly when the Summer of Love happened, it became racist overnight. It's like, you've defined your entire fucking brand off of this fucking attraction for 20 years, and now it's racist? The hell are we doing here? So again, rant over from that perspective. I have no faith that this is going to be any significant change for Disney at all. In fact, it probably is just going to be a move to make things worse, if you're being honest. They're just going to continue to go in the direction they're going. From what I see, it's almost like it's very parallel to the Lucasfilm move.
Correct.
So, go ahead.
It's not a shakeup, right? When it was Lucasfilm shakeup, Disney shakeup, it's not. It is completely status
More of the
quo.
same.
You're
Yes.
taking it, like the person who's aged out of the position basically is ready to step down, and the two people who are directly under them move up a rung on the ladder, and everything stays exactly the fucking same. Except now instead of Bob Iger, you got somebody who looks like fucking Gavin Newsom running.
Yes.
Things. It's pretty much it.
And Kamala Harris's best friend backing him up. So
Yep.
Disney is not in good shape. So from that standpoint. So we will see. But I believe that Bob Iger is officially done. I don't think he's coming back. I don't think this is the same thing as it was last time. This seems like a legitimate move, unlike the last time. The last time it just had none of it felt genuine. It all felt that there was something else going on, and ultimately we were proven right on that. This seems like he's gone.
Yeah, and Disney's not going to change at all. Even if the rest of Hollywood did change, which they won't, Disney would never, ever be the one to change. Their culture is too poisoned. They would need a bigger change than Twitter.
Yeah,
and that'll just never ever happen. They're almost like captured by their staff. But the people
they
in the
are. I
boardroom,
mean, Chapek tried to change. He wanted to say, no, we're staying out of politics. And immediately all of his staff revolted. They're outside protesting and everything. And it led to the hostage video. So Chapek did try to alter Disney, at least a bit. He just wasn't allowed to.
nope. Then he had the rainbow colored gun to his head, which was just embarrassing. But yeah,
not as embarrassing as the tweet from Pride UK today.
What was that?
What was that?
I'll show you. Fucking hell. Let's just see. Special kind of retarded. Here we go. This is it. Pride UK. Let's play victim, shall we? Exactly. What should they do? Get yelled at in the ladies or get beaten up in the guys when they're wearing a book.
I would say if you're biologically a woman, you should get yelled at because that's your proper destination. And then if you're biologically a man, you get beat up because that's what men do.
Indeed.
Holy crap.
Or option 3.
No, Ryan. Don't say it. Don't say it, Ryan.
I was going to say, go to the top of the building and see if there's a
Option 3 is got a 41% chance whether they like it or not.
Or just change your T-shirt.
Get a real therapist.
On the roof in a Muslim country.
I knew before Ryan completed the sentence. I was like, I know what he's about to
Every time you lean up, he's like, I already know
Get a real therapist would be fine.
What was that? They should get a rapist.
If you can,
A real therapist. A real therapist.
An alrapist.
The best hybrid job ever.
I'm trying to figure out what hotels you guys are at based on your room decor.
I don't know, but Disparu's lighting is making him look really old, or is running DLSS5 over his head.
DLSS5, yeah. Everything brightens up. I've aged 25 years.
A court appearance, right? A video court appearance.
Yeah.
But yeah, Disney's just gonna remake more shit. That's all they're gonna do. They're gonna remake more shit, and they're gonna remake Star Wars. That's 100% gonna happen because that's the only option they have. Marvel is, God, I can't say anything. They're just doing what they're gonna do after Doomsday is nuts. It's absolutely nuts.
Do you know what they're gonna do?
What was that?
Do you know what they're gonna do?
Yes.
Yeah,
You
he
have an
does.
inside scoopy.
Yeah. I do.
Nuts as in good or nuts as in awful?
It's really a bad idea. Yeah, I've told you guys what it is, and I don't think any of you think it's a good idea.
Yeah, I think you did.
It's not a good idea. Just, you know what? Keep an eye on the X-Men casting. Keep a close eye on the X-Men casting.
Well, we already saw Rogue.
Yeah, we did. There you go.
Well, I think that when the next Professor X and Magneto are revealed, like if they make them black, and I think there's a decent chance they will, and they try to fast forward it to like civil rights era stuff, that's going to be all you need to know. if that is the casting. You know what I mean?
Yep. I mean that'll okay. Pedro Pascal will continue as Reed Richards. That's all you really need to know. That's all you really need to know. Iron Man not coming back. It looks like I don't know.
We've seen those pictures. Clearly, he does have an elastic asshole based on the dude he's walking around with.
Yeah,
that's not those powers.
And I guess he's in a little trouble because his boyfriend's Jewish,
or his boyfriend's like pro-Jewish, and him and his transgender him and his transgender brother, who's actually sister, who's actually his brother, ate at like a restaurant that one time tweeted a pro-Zionist message.
Oh my god!
Like when you live by the woke sword, you die by the woke sword.
Yep. That's a deep cut right there.
These people are so
if Hollywood needed more problems, ticket sales are down 30 to 40%. Production is down 30 to 40%. Runaway production. The unions are unhappy. They're maybe going to go on strike again. Their last strike completely fucked the entire industry. AI is coming in. It's already costing thousands of jobs. Now they need a big internal fight over the battle across the pond. It's fucking hilarious. I just think it's hilarious. Javier Bardem. The Oscars were this week. Everybody's already forgotten. People probably don't even remember what won Best Picture. It was the single most woke white person movie ever made. One woke after another. Not a surprise at all.
If they wanted us to remember the Oscars, Gary, they should have announced every single thing weekly. Just do a weekly release. It would have stayed in the conversation.
They dropped it all at once, and now it's out of the conversation.
Or maybe they needed an N-word controversy like
that. Have the Tourette's guy host.
Well, that's what everybody was asking that night. Is like, can we get some Tourette's, please? This is boring as shit.
Bro, if they would have had him announce Best Actor, dude,
awesome.
Come on, would have killed.
Have him host a whole.
I mean, he might have been killed, but
we needed like Tourette's Will Smith. That's what we needed. That's what,
it was a gay black dude that slaps people that make fun of his whole wife. I don't know.
And then when you hear what PTA Paul Thomas Anderson, PTA, the most fucking overrated director in Hollywood, was generally saying like what the movie was, and it was supposed to be a cathartic experience, a political piece of art, from the MS Now perspective completely, which they think is right about everything. And I saw the movie, I've done a little review on it, and it was a slog. They try to hide behind it being an art film. So like, this doesn't need to make sense. Like two people taking over an ice facility because one guard went to sleep is just, are you fucking kidding me? And then Sean Penn's character, which is, we see it as a cartoon, but they see it as an amalgamation of everything on the right. It was cartoonish. It was a little amateurish for even Paul Thomas Anderson, and he wanted to win awards, and he did. He checked every box to win awards, and we know the DEI rules for the Oscars, which are ridiculous. If you we've gone over them before, but it is, just read them. They're on the website. It's insane. You have to have 30% of certain marginalized group. They could have saved themselves driver space, page space by just saying 30% less white.
Yes,
this needs to be less white.
Oh, you know why they can't do that?
Yeah, they still got to be politically correct enough to not be so direct about it. So,
they need to make sure that they can't get sued.
Yep.
And the box office shows us that diversity truly does sell with that massive flop. Over $100 million worth of losses for them.
Well, and the other thing is, when you look at the requirements, it doesn't even have to be on screen, right? No. You have to meet, I think, 2 of the 4 wickets, and only one of them involves people who are actually on screen. A lot of the other ones just involve people in the writer's room or people who are part of the production and stuff like that, which is why something like Oppenheimer is able to be nominated and everything despite its cast.
There's a new award this year, guys. It was best casting.
Yeah, dude.
Oh, come on.
Good Lord.
I was like, what does that mean?
Casting director.
It means nothing. Pat themselves on the back.
It's for the casting directors out
They wanted to
there.
make sure a woman won an Academy Award.
But it's predominantly dominated by women, but it was meant to help. It was meant to promote casting directors who are in charge of making sure that the characters are played by the right people.
Exactly, but they don't make the final decision. That's the
Is that just the
problem.
result of it, the movie.
Nor do
being
they get the
good?
right people.
These days, especially, yeah.
No, they don't. So and like they waste so much time. Sorry, I like sound editing as much as the next guy. You don't need to have that on the main Academy Awards. You don't.
They've already reduced that one. It used to be sound editing and sound mixing, and then they decided to just like one sound category altogether, which has to have them feel pretty great.
Chris Nolan will never win that.
No. The only funny skit, in my opinion, was they did. They talked about being on YouTube in 2028, and they had a mid-roll ad in the middle of the show selling like flashlights. So I thought that was pretty funny. The lesbian from Glee. I don't think that narrows it down, does it? The blonde.
You have to be a lot more specific than
from
that.
Glee.
Wait, the old one?
Yeah, the
Janet
old one.
McTeer?
Yeah. The only one that's still alive from the show, because half the people in the show are dead. One of them was
there's like a Glee curse or something out there,
Yeah.
right? Well, I mean, when half of them are fucking gay and shit, like it's not a surprise.
Yeah. Was it Jane? Yeah, I don't know who it was.
I think two of them took their own life, and then one had a terrible situation where she just fell into the water and like left
She
her
saved
kid.
her
It was
son.
off. Oh, that was
Yeah.
that's what it was. Yeah,
That was a good
Yeah.
one. The bad one was the
Yeah.
dude who offed himself because he was a pedo.
yeah.
Well, that's good.
And that's good news.
Hey, take
Take out the trash.
the trash taking out itself.
Yeah.
All taking accountability,
Yeah.
more people should learn it.
Yep.
Have you ever read The Room where Dracula sucks his own dick?
It's so flexible.
He
I have
breaks into her house.
I have
No dick in the attic.
Is
I
this
have
a new romantasy novel? That
Dude,
But the fangs.
listen,
Have
let's
you
think
ever read
about
that?
this. He's had a lot of years to perfect his craft. Okay, he had a lot of time by himself in that coffin. While he's sleeping, he's like, I know how to kill
It's
some
actually
time.
just 19 pages long, and then the rest of it is just empty.
Is it 50 Shades of Grey?
as I recommend the audiobook.
Still full price, but yes.
Where did you get that, dude?
I saw somebody post an image, and I was like, "Is this a joke?" And so I went online, and I found that it was actually a real book. So I was like, "I'm getting this for a skit on FNT." I really am.
You can do a dramatic
As you
reading.
should have said, somebody sent it to you.
yeah.
Oh no, I bought this myself with my own money, and I have a receipt to prove it if anyone wants to charge me.
Love to be the person that packed the package, though. It just comes like, what the hell?
I saw some Amazon worker who's like
Give him a
packing
good giggle.
dildos and shit all day. I'm sure it doesn't please them at all.
The thing that got me, 2-day delivery, and it was here. I was like, "Is there a demand?"
There might be. It was obviously in your country.
All right.
My favorite bit is on page 3, where the reality of what she was seeing hit Rachel all at once. Dracula
Oh.
was trying to suck his own dick. It's a really well written book. I highly recommend it.
It's got an arc then, because he's
IGN
at the moment
7
he's
out of 10.
trying, not successfully doing it. So over time, he has to learn and train himself.
Yeah,
It's
it's overcoming.
This is better written than anything I've seen from Marvel.
I wish
The
I-
hero's journey.
Just wait until Netflix adapts it. That's what you gotta wait for.
As
Yeah,
if you had
Black
to,
Clover.
as,
It's different to suck his dick, though, isn't it? If it's Netflix, anyway, never mind.
if you had to give that as a present to anyone, who would you
Yeah.
give it to? Not counting
Me.
Gary.
Oh, well, I know Jeremy's already got it unironically, so can't be Jeremy. Who would I give that as a gift to?
Odin.
Yeah. No, we all know that Odin fucking wrote it. Brian Johnson is his pen name. Yeah. Do you know Brian Johnson? BJ.
I don't have the rim shot thing. I want to push the button.
Wait, wait.
Yeah.
I have one.
I think I'd get it for Melanie Mac.
She's married now.
Yeah. So what?
As a
So
wedding
she
present.
can't appreciate a good Dracula novel? Fucking hell.
Hey, honey, what you reading over there? Oh,
Dracula? What's he doing? Sucking his own dick? What?
I want to suck my own dick.
What we have to see? I want to suck my dick.
I knew somebody was going to say that at some point.
The question is he giving himself a blowjob or is he actually biting his dick? Like, as,
Right.
you know what I mean?
I'm glad that you asked that, Ryan, because it's actually answered.
It's on
In the
page
book.
4.
Oh, it
because-
was foam and not blood. I'm going to die.
She blinked, rubbed her eyes, and blinked again. Surely she had finally lost her mind. Maybe the years of living alone in this creepy old house had finally gotten to her. And it goes on about slurping.
Slurpo.
Slurping, yeah. So there's yeah, he kind of like breaks his back in half to get down there and then goes ham. I've not got past page 2,
Wow.
to be honest with you, but
Yeah, but you said it answers the question and you didn't answer it.
Yeah.
no,
It sounds like,
it does-
honestly,
it-
sounds like
it-
Dracula's got a
it's
tiny
about
dick.
slurping.
Just to be honest.
Fangs or no fangs?
He's filleting himself
Well,
there,
he probably
Ryan.
does. I
Is
mean,
he circumcised?
I do not know.
Probably not. He's European.
Ask
You
Jeremy.
read the fucking book and you can't answer any of my questions. Come on.
I've read 3 fucking pages out of 18.
Ugh.
Too much of a
I
commitment.
got the joke after 3 pages.
Spent your hard-earned money. I
Actually, I
thought you'd
got the
actually read
joke
it.
after seeing the title, but yeah. Anyway, that's more interesting than anything about fucking Disney we talked about.
that's true. What, you're not excited about Mandalorian and Grogu and
No, he can suck his
Doomsday?
own dick.
We should be excited
Well, he
for
can't even
the
clap.
for this tomorrow because Ryan Kennel is going to recreate this moment. I'm sharing my screen for the panel. This is what Ryan will do right here. Okay.
All right, everyone, let's make some noise. Here I come. Let's see that.
Is this AI? Oh, yeah.
Did you not see it smile in the first 5 seconds?
Everybody's in a wheelchair.
Wow.
Ow.
He doesn't pull it off.
Oh, grabbing his dick.
Is it AI? Is it AI?
He's been sucking Dracula's dick.
Wow.
That's what you'll see at the panel tomorrow, right there.
What
So
time is the panel?
10:30.
10:30 a.m.
Please don't everyone touch my dick at the same time like that.
Take
Please.
turns.
Maybe one at a time. That's fine.
Ladies, please. There's
As
enough.
soon as you saw Ryan smile, you knew it was AI. It's a complete fake.
That was real. I was there, Shad. I was at that panel. It
I
actually
was
happened.
there when you smiled.
Yeah, it's the smile, not the fucking flip I did.
Jeremy,
Yes,
you still have One Piece?
I love it.
Have
It's
you stopped
fantastic.
thinking about it?
No, because you want to know why? Because
Why?
if you Google One Piece review, geeksandgamers.com is the very first response. that you
Oh,
will
let's
find.
do it.
Let's do it.
Geeksandgamers.com is ranking. Now I'm doing it through incognito mode, but it's the very One Piece review, and it's the first result.
One Piece review. My first result is Critical Drinker.
Is
My
it
first result
you
is
on
Rotten
incognito
Tomatoes.
though? Scroll down.
Incognito.
You'll see it.
Not are you doing on YouTube or just a Google search?
I
Yeah,
am
like a
doing
Google.
Brave.
Okay. No, Brave. Brave. We were ranked towards the bottom of the first page. Opera. We were on the first page.
Let's go. Let's go.
What's the other one? There's another one. Duck, Duck, Go. We were on the first page.
What,
But
One
yeah,
Piece- okay, is it One Piece
The
review or One Piece
Guardian.
season 2?
What
you
about
can do,
Bing?
You can do One Piece review or One Piece season 2 review. But
Let's go
One Piece
season
review is even showing.
Look at
up.
that. Top of the list.
Hell yeah.
Geeks and Gamers.
That's a crazy search result to be number
Yeah.
fucking 1.
Wow.
Like that.
Especially for such a mid show. You know?
I got
fuck
Critical
you.
Drinker. Oh, no, Geeks and Gamers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Gamers. Yeah.
That's crazy.
Look at
So
that.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah, very, very happy. So
Was it
congratulations to
Marvin
the
that
crew. Yes, Marvin wrote that. So congratulations to the crew. But yes, One Piece season 2. I need to watch season 1 again, but as it stands right now, I think I like season 2 even a little bit more than 1, but it's very close. It's very close. But I love season 2.
I've seen it twice all the way through, and I think season 1's better. I think season 1's better because the end has a more it's a tighter end because everybody likes a tight end. Okay.
I'm glad you jumped on it before we were.
I had to get in there. What it sets up, it feels like an enclosed story, and the second season 2 is basically kind of a cliffhanger. We're just like getting into something, which is still good. Like it's still really fucking good.
I actually agree that season 1 does have a more satisfying kind of ending to the season for sure. But if I'm looking at the entire season, like, and again, I do need to rewatch season 1 because it's been a long time, but I just love this adventure we went on. I love the people that we meet along the way. And it got so whimsical and stupid. And I say that in a very positive way because it's kind of out there.
I love it. It's okay to be silly. All right.
Yeah.
As a Doctor Who fan, it is okay to be silly.
Yeah.
And you can still have, because it's done with earnest, right? It's got an earnestness to it.
It embraces its source material in terms of the tone and does not shy away from that. And it's good to see.
I've heard from people that are fans of the anime that, and I know that it's all over the place with like people that are fans and, they have issues with some of the changes. And I get that. Like, I'm not saying they're wrong, but I've heard people say that Luffy is actually dialed down in the live action to make him a little more relatable or understand. You can connect.
Yeah, you kind of have to do that.
Yeah, because he is kind of way over the top in the anime, from what I understand.
The anime is over the top. I mean, the entire thing, but Luffy is, from what I've seen. And like here's the difference. Like they're gonna like the source material from the manga to the anime. They're gonna know it more. They're gonna be disappointed because the show probably rushes past pretty
certain
impactful emotional moments. That's one of the things I've heard, and those are all valid criticism from us. We're not going to call you stupid or disagree. We're going to go, okay, that's fair. That's totally fair. We're normies, going to admit that.
Exactly.
What was that noise?
That dog sounds like a fucking chicken.
That's my fucking dog.
Yeah, he's choking.
No, but we've said that. So there's some race swaps, and that's got a lot of the fans upset, and that's justifiable criticism. All I can say is that from someone that follows this stuff, from the identity politics stuff and the woke Hollywood stuff, I'm watching One Piece as not having knowledge of the source material. And all I can say is, based on what I saw, there is nothing woke about the show from a storytelling standpoint. And any changes they made, you can't see the agenda from a standpoint of the story they're telling at all.
They respect father figures, right?
Yeah.
And male mentorship is pretty important for two of the background, for Sanji and for Chopper. Chopper, like, I don't know how anything could make me like a fucking CGI reindeer with a big and they pulled it off.
For me, the voice was just got really annoying after a while for me.
Really?
Yeah. I don't know why.
Yeah.
It just something about it.
No.
It was very grating. It was a very grating voice.
I hear you on that. I mean, I don't agree with you, but I think you're retarded.
Yeah.
But that's okay. Chopper's great. And yeah, I feel like there was the first 3 or 4 episodes, it kind of felt like we're doing like the monster of the week. We're going to a different island.
Which I like.
Yes, I love that. Love that.
Singular episodes that they could have totally released weekly, and it would have been completely fine.
We got a short show today. We can't get into it.
And then I think it was episode, was it 4 that carried over on the same island to 5, and that's the first one we had. And that carryover to that story and the characters we were introduced to was so freaking good, man. But yeah, I'm so happy with it. I'm very excited I really do want to watch the anime. I've watched some anime, not of One Piece, but of other properties. And I've always enjoyed, for the most part, all the animes I've watched. So this has done its job, is like it's made me interested in the source material. That's the job of an adaptation, is to make people interested in the source material. I'm interested in source material.
Yeah.
You know, that's what it's supposed to do.
You know, the standout character for me in season 2, which was to my surprise, was Sanji. Sanji is just a friggin' bro throughout
He's great.
this season.
He's great.
Like,
That
really
the gay
impressed me.
chef.
No, he's not gay.
He's not
He's
gay.
He's smooth. He's hitting on the women.
He's British. So
British or gay?
there's actually there's genuinely nobody in the show that I dislike. There's no casting that I dislike. I like every single character for different reasons. They all work. Every character you're introduced to, they just knock it out of the park with not only the casting, but the story they're telling within each character. I have no complaints about this at all.
No.
And yeah, it's out there, it's whimsical, it's crazy, and it works perfectly. I wouldn't have it any other way.
It's not for everybody, but it also is one of the most popular things in the world.
Yes.
Like around the world. What One Piece is, it's in the top 10 most popular brands.
Mm-hmm.
And the world building in it is fucking next level great. It's so good.
Mm-hmm.
You understand, like, in a world, and it's individual to the story. It's specific to the story, but the everybody's powers are nuts, but they make sense. And this is a show that connects. It has you're in a pirate world, but there's engines, there's computers. People wear baseball hats. They have muskets, but they also have bigger guns. Like none of it should make sense at all. But
it all works perfectly.
It fucking works.
It's
so good. I liked Robin. I like Miss All Sunday. I thought she was great. I love her power.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean, there's so when's the last time you watched season 1, Gary? Like, have you watched it recently, or has it been a while?
The last year. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. I mean, I really look forward to seeing that. And the only thing I can say too is I just wish season 2 was like 20 episodes longer. Like I could watch so much of this.
Are you saying that you wanted it to last longer?
I want more content.
We got a short show.
Hold on. 20 more episodes binged. Okay.
There you go.
Just so we're clear.
I've got it circled on the calendar. Let me double check here. If it had been released weekly, I believe it came out on a Tuesday, so it would have ended April 28th.
Yeah, but I wouldn't be able to watch all of it.
But we'll see if anybody's talking about it on April 28th.
Who cares if they're talking about it? They're making their
would have
money.
been otherwise.
They made their money.
Start this again, you two.
Listen, I just hope that Project Hail Mary, I wish it would have been released in 4 parts, so people will be talking about it in 7 months from now.
Oh my God.
Fucking cares.
They're filming season 3 already, aren't they? They're trying to
the one thing, weekly or binge, you can't wait almost 3 years between seasons. You can't do that. So I mean, it'll still be 2 years, but they're filming right now. And it's because I think it was delayed on whether they were going to pick it up or not, which is insane considering how popular it was. And it got watched by 16.8 million people in the first 4 days. Is that what I heard?
So I heard 4 days, but I also heard 6 days. So either way, I mean, it's a huge number, but there was
down from season 1, but
it's slightly down from season 1, which I kind of get that, because I do think there's a lot of One Piece fans that don't like this. I do. Like, I think there's a lot. And
that's
I think
problem with it.
Oh yeah, of course, yeah.
Oh,
but
so
so obviously, One Piece being one of the biggest properties in the world, there was a ton of One Piece fans that tuned in, and I think that there's a lot of them that don't like it, but a ton of normies like us love this shit. So kind of makes sense.
Sorry, I'm looking stuff up, but somebody else could talk. I mean, we have.
I didn't know. I didn't know this for a reason. I'm like,
no, that was me. I was just saying that
everybody on fucking Dramamine right now. What the hell's going on?
I got a good book.
We got
I'm okay.
flashback.
You pulled this up, Gary, or at least the person that pulled it up was going to say something about it. That's what we thought.
Let's
Oh
go.
no. So it has increased in the ratings from season 1 to season 2. So at least we're on Tomatoes.
Yeah. So
Seems to like it more.
I
And how
am
many have
curious.
reviewed it?
I'm curious on what the audience scores are for season 1 and season 2. So if you just click on One Piece season 1, just click on the
Why
details.
was it called season 2 2-piece?
How's it taking 3 fucking years to make a series, man?
That's
And then okay, so 95%, and then let's go to season 2,
And
and
63 reviews from the critics.
then so season 2 is going to have they're same like not
But only
95%.
26.
Yeah, but
I don't give a fuck about the critics. Fuck those. I don't give a fuck about them. I'm talking about the popcorn meter. That's what I'm worried about. I don't give a
But-
fuck what the critics think.
Over 9,000 less people. reviewed.
yeah, you do expect that with the second series because only the people that liked the first series continued on to the second. So it takes a
makes
lot to go
sense,
down
yeah.
in score.
Yeah. But I mean, we've seen big drop offs on season 1 to season 2 on the audience score before when it drops off on the quality side. And so I think that the people that liked season 1 are definitely going to like season 2. I also feel like the One Piece fans that didn't like season 1 are gonna definitely not like season 2. You know what I mean? So I think
Cut it out.
What happened, girl?
Yeah, take that thing to the
Fell down the old well?
vet.
I have no idea what his problem is. He's really
He's
annoying as fuck.
dying. I can hear it.
He wants attention.
Petting him for like the last 10
One
minutes.
piece.
He wants
Just don't shock him.
peanut
Just
butter.
please don't shock him.
You gotta take a shit or something, man.
But I do agree that like we're getting 10 episodes versus where we used to get 20, 25 episodes of shit. And now like it takes 3 fucking years to make this shit. It's frustrating.
Well, even HBO's like, hey, we're going to get this series out annually. This 6-episode, half-hour series of A Night of the Seven Kingdom is like, oh, good job.
Yeah.
You want an award for that? Like, shit.
Trying to pat on the fucking back or something.
Yeah.
It is
Well,
it is weird that like it's so different how we deal with, media in different levels. So like video games, for instance, I think annualized video games is a fucking death of the industry. Like your Maddens, Call of Duties, all of that. Like you actually want 3 to 4 years in between titles like that instead of having annualized shit. So
But the problem isn't that it's annualized. The problem is that it doesn't change. Like and like Matt.
Well, I
Madden
think
getting
one
Chris
goes
Webber
into the
released
other.
Same game 6 years in a row. Like that's the criticism of it. Yeah.
Yeah, well, I think one goes into the other. I mean, you can't make significant changes with annualized releases with video games versus if you spend 3 to 5 years, it gives you time to update, change, and evolve. Whereas TV shows, we want them, we would love to have them annualized if possible, but that's just we're not.
And we typically want the same thing. Not the same story over and over again, but the same vibe, the same feel, the same characters,
Yeah.
They managed it with Game of Thrones for years, and then they just stopped doing it, and they complained about CGI dragons, but, maybe they shouldn't have made it such a spectacle about CGI dragons and focused more on the politics. And you have sets built already, so you get to there's no excuse to take longer with the second season, unless Netflix dragged their feet with the announcement, which is what I heard. Real quick before we get into soups, I saw this. Sorry, it's TMZ. Pieces of shit.
Woohoo.
Stallone and Tarantino are going to be doing a 6-part series together. Quentin Tarantino has picked up his next project, and he's bringing Sly Stallone on to co-direct what sounds like an awesome 1930s type series. Sources with direct knowledge tell TMZ the pieces of shit. The series is set in the 30s and will be super authentic. It'll be shot in black and white using 1930s cameras. It's a 6-part series featuring gangsters, showgirls, boxing, and music. It's unclear if the cast has been picked, but we're told Sly will be behind the camera, not in front of it. Both Quentin and Sly are familiar with 1930s set periods, blah, 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 blah. That sounds awesome.
That sounds really fucking cool.
Could be good. Could be really good.
Oh, Nazis.
Yeah, I mean, how old Sly at this point?
76, 77.
Okay. Oh, he's a little older than that. So, but yeah, he's a legend and he's crushing it. So I'm all on board.
79.
79. Okay.
Damn.
Yeah.
Looks like he's better shape than Arnie.
Yeah.
Oh, much.
Yeah, absolutely.
But I think Stallone's kept a very regimented steroid.
No, of course.
It's not a joke. He has. He knows his steroid cycles, and I think he's maintained them.
I thought he was also using HGH as well.
Wait a minute. Next thing you're gonna say, The Rock's using steroids. Like, come on. Let's not.
Just eats his vegetables.
Let's not get crazy here, bro.
The original Snow White was filmed in 1937. It'd be funny if they covered that in this, and they had Rachel Zegler there.
And evidently so.
That's Hollywood, baby.
That's Hollywood, baby. As soon as you said the original Snow White was filmed in 1937, and evidently so.
Who's more
recent
unlikable?
comments?
Who's more unlikable, her or Pedro Pascal?
Yes.
Oh,
Rachel.
She is.
That's tough.
No, her.
She is. He's just.
They're both insufferable as fuck.
Pedro Pascal, because at least she's not bad to look at.
No, because at least you can go back and watch Game of Thrones with him, and you're like, okay, he's pretty great in that role. You can't really do that with her.
That's not the question, though. Like, that's not the question. The question is who's more annoying. Pedro Pascal's more annoying.
I think she is. Long shot.
Because we've seen so much of Pedro Pascal over the years, I think when you take in, if you're talking about per capita, who's more annoying, it's Rachel Zegler.
Boy. You need to explain per capita, Ryan.
Her appearance.
But guys, have you considered it was just it was so hard for her growing up and not having other Latinos to look at, even though there was plenty in the media at the time. It was really hard.
Growing up in the Chex Notes 2000s.
Yeah. In California.
Half Latino
Nobody.
people look up to.
Yeah, no Hispanics there.
Isn't she part Polish too?
Yep.
Yeah, that's why it was weird.
British never talks about that heritage.
Yeah.
Well, maybe not that weird.
I don't think anyone's going to be invading her anytime soon.
All right.
Speaking of 1937.
Speaking of 1937.
The good old days.
We got some business first.
Hey, can I show an awesome meme?
Yeah. Of course.
Chuck Norris.
Oh,
How old are you? I'm 11. When I was your age, I was already 12. Legend.
This has been the best way to celebrate Chuck Norris, is just seeing meme after meme on my timeline today. It's awesome.
I hope he's enjoying the memes.
Yeah, so good.
Remember, when Chuck Norris does push-ups, he doesn't push himself up; he pushes the earth away.
Yeah.
Yeah.
When Chuck Norris logs onto Windows, they ask him for his terms and conditions.
So, right here, this one's actually this is actually maybe the best one right here. Here we go. Chuck Norris once told a woman to calm down, and she did.
That's power right there.
What a legend.
Oh my God. And it never happened again.
No, never. Never again. Sins.
What happened to the why am I blanking her name now? The Apple show that got canceled.
Oh, the Savant?
We still don't know. Haven't heard anything about it.
Oh, Jessica Chastain.
Yeah.
It's still on their portal for the media, but no news.
They buried it like a fucking cat turd.
Yeah, that's crazy.
I reckon they'll show it.
I think it'll come
later
out
in the year.
Point,
yeah, later in the year. All right. Real quick, it was great meeting you guys at the booth with Jeremy. I didn't get to talk to Jeremy at all.
Your day was better that way.
Yeah, it was really fun. Thursday signing at the Rippaverse booth and seeing the fellowship, and I hope to see more of you at the meetup tomorrow night. Maybe we'll see some of you tonight rolling around Universal. But don't get in front of us when me and Jeremy are going to ride
Hagrid.
Nobody's stopping us from riding Hagrid.
Don't get between them.
So you're
okay?
saying get behind them.
Yeah.
You might
Yeah.
get a really unexpected
Good deal.
surprise that you don't want.
We'll create a human centipede. So.
Oh.
no.
Oh no.
Human Sentai pad.
That's right. No, we have to cut it short today because we have to be there tonight. We have so we're going to get to some soups right now, and we're going to start with Roland the Wretched.
Do we have an ad read?
Oh yeah, we got to do.
Yeah, we do.
Yeah,
I knew it.
we have to do a mid roll, a late mid roll, late to mid. It's a mid cool roll. That's what it is. This one is Venice AI. Alexa listens to us and recommends products based on our conversations. Meta uses our information based on our browsing engagement history to sell to other companies. Why do we assume AI is going to be any different? If you've used any of the leading AI apps like Shad, you have probably been censored at some point, even for harmless questions or requests. With Venice AI, it lets you use AI without handing over your sensitive information with features like messages encrypted and your conversation history is stored only in your browser. AI can be extremely valuable, but we shouldn't need to give up our privacy to use it. Venice utilizes leading open source AI models to deliver text, code, and image generation to your web browser. There's no downloads or installations. The Venice Pro plan unlocks the full platform of features, including PDF uploads for summaries, the ability to turn off safe mode for unhindered image generation, the ability to change how Venice interacts with you by modifying the system prompt, limitless text, and high image limits. If you want to use AI without fear, like Daredevil, which is coming out soon, of handing over your most intimate thoughts, you get 20% off the Pro plan using my link, venice.ai/nerdrotic, and use code nerdrotic. Thank you very much.
Good job, Gary.
Thank you. Back to Roland. 4 parts for $100. Hey, I gotta hit the. Hang on. There we go. Who did that? Oh, thanks, buddy. Good looking out. Roland says, for anyone including Gary, that have claimed to have been probed by aliens, I have some bad news. The Fermi paradox, the Drake equation, Ernest Mayer, and and the Stern and Guerrero paper. What the hell is that?
I think it's Jeria.
And the
Are you having a stroke?
Life needing a molten core and ozone to live. This makes the likelihood of intelligent life outside our own to be virtually impossible. Totally wrong. Totally wrong. So you weren't probed, you were pegged.
Well, that'd be true even if it was aliens, surely.
Sure. I mean, yeah.
That was a real long way to get a
by an
sex
alien,
joke.
sir. Gary, look up at the sky tonight and realize all life here is precious, practically a miracle, while you are dancing in the dark. Oh, Jesus. Ryan,
Amen, brother. Amen.
In his 6-inch method for rehabilitating a career, a 6-inch method for rehabilitating a career. Rachel Zegler. When
What
you
the
take
fuck
Ryan,
is going on?
Well, I don't like everything they say about Gary on Twitter is true at this point. Fuck this. Like, I don't want to be affiliated anymore with this shit.
I will read this again. Word for
Oh
word.
no, you
Yes,
don't
I
have
did.
to.
I'm
Ryan
trying to
has
let him
another
read so we can end the show early like we're supposed to.
Ryan has another enrollee in his 6-inch method for rehabilitating a career. Rachel Zegler. When you take Ryan's 6 inches, it truly helps your career. Just ask Brie Larson. Ian tried to circumvent me, and starting next Friday, he will be in hell of his own making. Today's read is Deuteronomy.
Yes,
All right,
Deuteronomy.
Gary, the weekly model's
Deuteronomy.
better. Please just fucking stop, okay? Like, what do you need me to say?
This is the greatest thing.
Jeremy.
Fuck.
Today's
What?
read is Deuteronomy.
Deuteronomy.
32, 35. Deuteronomy. That's what it is, dude. Vengeance is mine. I will repay. I will repay, says Roland the Wretched. Hail FNQ Fellowship Chat Mods, Little Baby Thor, and RIP Pizza Time Pizza. Dan Vosk is eternally gay for welching on his bet. with the song Don Vosk is gay. Until next time, so long, gay boys.
I feel like that was a personal attack, Roland.
There's a lot of personal attacks in there.
For the ones on the panel that know, what was worse, Star Trek, Starfleet Academy, or that?
Oh, still Starfleet. No, still
That
Starfleet.
was
Starfleet killed more brain cells.
I
that's
got
for
more
sure.
joy out of that than all of those others combined. I want Gary to do an audiobook of reading me the Bible now. That'll be amazing.
Deuteronomy.
In the
Average inner city black
beginning-
child reads, to be honest with you.
Eric Guidewall for $49.99. Fellowship, since I can't be at MegaCon. Well, maybe next year, brother. Or Vegas. Normal Man. Thank you, though. Normal Man for 50 Canadian pesos. That's right. Of course, didn't die. Death went on a holiday, and he is filling in. No, he took over for Death. If you beat Death, you become Death, right? I am become Death. XDSP for 50. I heard from a trusted source, rhymes with gnarly Stirk, that Netanyahu was trying to gate crash his way through the pearly gates, citing outdated 3,000-year-old case law. So JC had to outsource security to one of his trusted servants, Goat Norris. There you go. Duke Devil 95 has gifted 20 Nerdrotic memberships for $100. Hail.
Apparently no one can read you when I do the applause, so I'm just going to hold it.
Okay, we'll just hold it. Occupant 42 for 50. This is a rant. Thank you. I am so disappointed in all of you. I have learned this week that SA terrorists are called the Venari Raw, and no one thought to call them the venereal spreading and inflaming the venereal Raw. Maybe we should. Kind of a missed opportunity.
Yeah.
Flaming Galaxy. You're right. Mikey Gussler for 50. What's up, Mikey? A few of the rumors that the Harry Potter show will add is they'll show how the Sorcerer's Stone will end up in Gringotts, and Snape will be mad that he's not Defense Against the Dark Arts teacher, and he'll compete with the other teachers. Thoughts? Anything they add behind the scenes at all, Mikey, is bad. It's unnecessary, and if they're adding stuff, what are they taking away? Because they're not going to be able to get all the books in a series. So they will be cutting out stuff anyway. So if you're adding stuff that doesn't need to be there and cutting out any part of the book, it's a bad decision.
Yeah, it's kind of retarded.
It's what they did with Wheel of Time. They cut a load of stuff and then just replace it with their own.
Pissed me off so much.
So I don't know. Ryan, what do you think? I think they are going to add stuff.
I do think they are. And again, part of why Harry Potter works so well is because you only see things with a handful of exceptions, 200 chapters of the book with just a handful of exceptions. You're only getting Harry's perspective. So you don't have all the information. You don't have all the context. And it's kind of an important part because each of these books is really a mystery wrapped in this fantasy story.
Indeed. Waiting for the asteroid for $100 says, hello. I hope to be at MegaCon next year, or maybe go to Vegas meetup if you are doing it. We are. I am really looking forward to the Michael movie. Been an MJ fan for my whole life. I hope they don't over dramatize it like Bohemian Rhapsody. Love from Cali, and hail the Fellowship.
They probably will. It's Hollywood.
Yeah, I mean, everything we've seen from the Michael movie looks really good. We'll see what happens with them. I'm not a huge biopic fan, but I'm definitely looking forward to seeing this one. So
I'm excited. Hee hee.
I think it's going to be big. I think it's going to be really big.
Yeah, it's going to be huge. Is there going to be a part 2? Did I hear they're doing this in maybe 2 parts?
I haven't heard that, but I mean,
I heard it on Twitter, so it's true, Jeremy.
Oh, well, that's absolutely true.
Wow.
Yeah, I mean, I can't imagine Hollywood seeing the success of a film and then going, we should make another, even if we don't have a story to tell.
I suppose it depends on where this movie ends.
Yeah, that's kind of true. Yeah,
and I think it's really just focused on the rise and the stardom of Michael, not all the other shit. So I really doubt that we'll get a second one.
Yeah.
if the second film is just Michael fighting fucking demons in hell, I'm watch it. I'm gonna go to the cinema.
Zen Zoltan for 500 arses says, "Oh, and if you're wondering, watch the anime of One Piece complete 3 times, 1 to 600, then 860, then 1155, and read the manga 4 times. I love One Piece. This is why I feel like live action is cheap at the end of the day with how much they cut off."
Yeah, we got a big problem with people cutting things off these days. We think,
yeah, that's right.
Anyway, back to Pride UK.
Stephen Hansen for 250 Norwegian krona says, "Gary, read this perfectly out loud and you get double the amount next stream."
Oh, wow.
The 6 stick Shelk 6 cheap stick. Sick. Fuck. I missed it at the end.
Oh my god.
Got him.
Oh well.
Oh.
I failed. Mexi Rage for 20 says, "To be late and gay or to not be late and gay? That is the question." And the answer is always yes. Also, I got 2 streams left to go, and so far the points are 3 for Robert and 5 for Boromir. So who you got, Robert or Boromir? Good night. Robert Baratheon versus Boromir.
I answered this question the other day. I said big dick Bobby B. Like that's who I've got against Boromir. Not the same as the Jamie Aragorn bullshit.
Yeah, it's closer, but Boromir still wins. He fights orcs, for Christ's sake. When Chuck Norris died, a guy nearby screamed aloud. When he asked why he did this, he said it was to warn those in the afterlife that Chuck was about to arrive. R.I.P. Chuck Norris from Aaron K for $9.99. We got to pick a couple more. Ryan Kinnell for 20 says, "Jeremy once bragged to me he would leave his mark on the world. Turns out you can only see it with a black light."
Yeah.
There you go. Thank you. Nathan Cassidy for $19.99. "My earliest internet memory is Chuck reading all the jokes about him with him ending with his favorite. They were going to put Chuck Norris on Mount Rushmore until they found out that granite wasn't strong enough for his beard." There you go. All right, we're going to wrap it up there. Ladies and gentlemen, we'll get the rest on a Square Up, I think Monday night. I'll be back home by then. But we have to go have fun. We have to go have fun at Universal. Disbrew, you going to be there?
Yes, I've got the pass.
You got the
That's
pass.
smart.
And Disbrew's going to be at the meetup. Yeah, that's why Disbrew looks like he's
in prison.
In prison right now.
Called America.
Land of the free with the highest prison
I'm going to
population.
order you a bunch of food with sauces and spices on it, so you can complain about it a little bit or a lot
I
of
can
it.
order you food with more than 3
Watch out.
ingredients.
Yeah, just
Yeah,
flavor
like-
generally.
with pepper on it. It's like,
Still
why
only
is it
takes 3.
Taste buds.
Protein, onion, something else, something green.
Introducing the biscuits and gravy.
Dude, food of the gods right there. Biscuits and gravy. Or we can talk about In-N-Out and overrated and underrated in the meaning of the word.
We could do that.
We could. That was funny as hell. Listen to that today on my walk. All right, let's go around the horn. What do you got coming up? Comics.
I'm going to be streaming Crimson Desert tonight, 9 p.m. Central on my channel. And good seeing you guys, and catch you next week.
Awesome. Odin.
Box office on OMB reviews. Box office breakdown will be on Sunday, hopefully, at some point. And geeksandgamers.com. Can't wait to see y'all tomorrow at the meetup and especially at the panel in the morning.
Let's go.
Yeah, that's right. Are you going to be appearing at the Rippaverse booth at all?
He was there today, I think.
I did today, yeah.
You did today. Okay.
Yeah.
Good. Was it crowded?
Yeah, with Bro Science, we had a few people there. It was pretty fun.
That's good. All right. Chrissy.
Oh, come see me tonight. If you're not going to that thing at Universal, come see me at the Orlando Comedy Club at Calypso Bar and Grill, 6300 Park Corniche Drive in Orlando. Show starts at 10 o'clock, includes an after party hang. So come and drink and hang and laugh with us. It'll be a good time. I think Mikey Harlow's coming to hang out. Angela Bel Camino will be there hanging out, maybe some more VIPs. And then tomorrow I'll be at the meetup at the convention, wherever, whenever anyone needs me, I'll be hanging out.
And where is that meetup, Jeremy?
That meetup is at City Walk Universal at Pat O'Brien's, 7:30 p.m. Cannot wait. Over 800 RSVPs. I don't know how we're going to manage it, but we're going to fucking deal with it. So we'll figure it out, and I can't wait to see all of you there. And again, the panel is tomorrow morning. So 10:30 a.m. It's going to be awesome. We need to see you there. We're going to have everything recorded. Everything will be uploaded to the Geeks and Gamers channel once we get it edited. So hopefully we'll have that uploaded. Hopefully by Sunday, we'll have that uploaded. So if you're not there, you'll be able to see it on the main channel, but you need to be there in person because you don't know what the fuck's going to happen. It's us. We don't know what the fuck's going to happen, you know? So could have a couple of announcements we're going to be making.
Something fucking retarded.
Absolutely retarded. So, and Ryan Kendall's going to do backflips. So, I mean,
Yeah, they get a dick grabbed by a bunch of people in wheelchairs.
that's right.
People in wheelchairs walk. That's more impressive.
But yeah, looking forward to seeing everybody there. Can't wait.
All right. X-Ray Girl.
X-Ray Girl everywhere. That's it.
Okay. You're on like your camera mic or something right now. Did you know that? Probably not.
Gary's end of the show. I don't think she's really that bothered right now.
No. Yeah, I get.
I like how X-Ray Girl's like, I'm just going to try to quickly say X-Ray Girl everywhere. And then Gary's like, well, you're probably
You
on
know
your
you're not going to
camera
talk
mic.
again, but did you know?
But with a different mic.
Hey, but when you got 9 words, you got to get them right. For fuck's sake. Okay. Shad.
So coming out on Shadiversity, a deep dive analysis of the armors in Night of the Seven Kingdoms, sharing our thoughts, and they actually do a really good job, like genuinely. And we talk about what works with it and certain parts of improvement. But that'll be out on Shadiversity, and then Night's Watch, as usual, live streams talking pop culture.
Awesome. Thanks. It's pretty early over there, isn't it?
It is 8 a.m.
Okay.
Wow.
You know, started an hour early, so I was up.
Yeah.
Early.
Sorry.
Good
I
morning.
knew you would be the most affected. So
It's probably balanced out with the time zone change, though.
No. The
American
time
change.
zone makes it worse. So.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
that way.
Disbrew.
One more Starfleet Academy video because they're now talking about what's going to be in season 2, and then I have no idea.
Awesome. Ryan.
Well, I was going to watch Shad's video about the armor, but then he already told me they do a good job, so what do I need to?
Why do they do a good job? I explained it.
That's right. I just, hey, everybody come to the panel tomorrow. Get there early, please. Get there early so you can get checked in and everything.
How early?
If you don't have a ticket yet, I would recommend getting there. I mean, probably at 9 to make sure you can get in there when they open at 10. I don't know how long the ticket lines are going to be in because we got ours on Thursday. So please get there early. We'll see a bunch of you tonight. We'll see a bunch of you tomorrow. Meetup's going to be crazy. Thank you guys so much for making the trip. If you made the trip or just coming out if you're in the area, it means a lot to us to get to see everybody. So we're excited to do it again tonight and tomorrow and Sunday.
There we go.
There we go. Az.
I'll be playing some Crimson Desert, some more Crimson Desert tomorrow, Saturday, afternoon tea with us Sunday. And I'm not sure if there's a Sunday fun day due to the meetup, but if there is, there will be.
You know what would make Crimson Desert better? DLSS 5.
I agree, Shad.
Does it change the control scheme?
The controls are definitely the trickiest thing about that game, but I'm loving it. I'm having a good time.
Well, I mean, you can always remap the controls.
You can. Jeremy, you kind of already talked.
If
But
you think about why
Yeah,
they
no,
did it,
I did mine. We're good.
some of it, you know. Anyway, let's go.
Figure it out.
Let's
Beat
go to
game.
the park.
Let's go to the
Wait.
park. Yeah.
Figure it out. Beat the game. What the fuck are you talking about?
Just get good.
Holy
Get
shit.
good.
Gary,
Jesus
the
Christ.
Gary way.
Right.
Man who can't open doors in video game.
I just choose the doors I wish to open. That's all.
It's a creative choice in gaming. All right. It creates tension. I don't want to beat it too easily. That's the whole thing.
That's what
All right.
Of course,
said,
yeah.
right? Of course.
That's open up a whole set of jokes right there.
We'll be back next week with the full show. Thanks everybody for joining. Thanks everybody who showed up to see us yesterday and in advance. Thank you for anybody who's going to the meetup. And there will be more if you couldn't make this one. It's all good, but we appreciate you guys. It's always great meeting you. It's the best part of the gig. And it's the least we can do to give back a little bit by throwing these little shindigs. Is that what we're going to call them? Little shenanigans, whatever the hell's going on. And it'll be pure chaos, which is pretty much on brand, right? So, but I can't wait for tomorrow night. It's going to be fun. And hopefully we get to see some of you tonight rolling around Universal. I love Universal. I do. It's actually a really fun place to go. And fuck Disney. So, yeah. And when I beat the copyright gods or not, there will be a Starfleet Academy supercut coming in the next few days. But in the meantime, thank you very much. Thanks to the Nerdrotics. Thanks to everyone who left super chat and donation. You help keep the lights on. Thanks to all the lurkers. We met so many of you yesterday. And who do we have next week?
Razor Fist.
Oh, there we go. I told you you would need your mic. See, you said another word. So yeah, and we've got some other some fun guests.
She meant to say a laser fist.
Some fun guests. Somebody who might not have ever been on the show before, who we're really trying to get on the show for a long time. So we'll let you know more about that later. So have a good night, everybody. See you next week.
Bye, everyone.
God bless.
See you.